6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteemed. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Go and tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway in Southern California. Setting up to throw on first down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And right side, Henry's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Herbert. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
First down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackles made at the Packers 19. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 7, Packers nothing. Mike Badgley to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 29-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Being chased out left. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
From the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On the option, here's Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Try to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for the Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
40 extra points.
And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Packers nothing.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Herbert. Short pass caught by Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now a first down carry by Jones. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Packers.
The ball carrier.
Aaron Jones, 43 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back in the 1st quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the 1st quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards, the pickup there.
At the Packers' 10-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Herbert throwing again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Herbert back to the air. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. That when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
The score, Chargers 21, Packers 6. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eugene Nwosu got the sack there.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On 2nd and a long way to go. Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
He's going to look for Allen now, the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
First carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
And a Packer first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Robert Tonyan. Incomplete. Derwin James on the coverage.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Offense ready to get their next drive underway. On 1st down, Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
He'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he's got room. That good for 22 on a 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And now the throw here secured captured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second and a yard at the 33-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. His third interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the counter, here's Williams. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up second and 7 at the 43-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Dillon now on first and 10. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
Brought down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
This is Jones. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Herbert off of play action. Going deep here for Allen. And got his man complete. 46 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Herbert. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Allen's got it over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And it's 3rd down.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Out. 4th down.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Across the formation, he's got a man that's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 29 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Chargers 28, Packers 9.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down.
First down.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. To throw again, Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Rodgers to throw once more. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8.
Brings up 2nd.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. And again, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Rodgers again now. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
Touchdown.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 46 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half, but there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Rodgers now on first down. And it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it in, complete. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A very solid gain of 27.
On the play. And the Packers
throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Rodgers. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going?
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Joey Bosa in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's to the 10. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Brings up 4th down.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. On the option, here's Herbert. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. It's Eckler again, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken just inside the 10.
Tonight's final score, Chargers.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.